So my last video cut off for whatever reason, and I was going through the calculation for gated pipe. We had already figured out all the variables for the gated pipe. For this scenario, we figured out H sub F, F and Al, and V squared over 2G. Refer to video 2 so you can figure out how we figured those out. For 2.8 CFS, the design flow through the alfalfa valves, when you plug in all the variables for each thing, so H sub F was 0.64, your friction loss. Then the outlet, the F is 0.340 from the charts. So look at video 2 again to figure that out. And then we have a total length of, it was 200 feet, but you have to divide by 100, so that's how we got 2. And finally 0.19 is V squared over 2G. We figured that out in the previous video. When you add and subtract all that, or add and multiply all that, you get 0.625. We're going to be running 2 alfalfa's valves at the same time, so multiply it by 2 and you'll get 1.25 feet. So the losses due to the losses within the gated pipe comes out to 1.25 feet. So the most important thing about this video is really comes down to here. When you figure out all your losses, it comes out to be that we started off with an available working head of 9.13 feet. That would be your high water elevation minus the field elevation at the end of your pipeline. Comes out to 9.13. So for a design flow of 5.6 CFS, the losses through the main line is 3.88 feet. We have an alfalfa valve, and we have 2 alfalfa valves, so we're losing 0.4 feet due to the alfalfa valve. Multiplied it by 2 because we have a bonnet, so another 0.4 feet. Same thing here, we're losing 0.4 feet to another alfalfa valve, and then multiplying it by 2 because we have a bonnet on it. We lost 1.25 feet due to gated pipe, and then as per our standards, we have to have 0.5 feet above the field as a design factor. When you add up all these losses, you get 7.23 feet. So if you get anything out this video, when it's all said and done, if you have an available working head of 9.13 and you subtract 7.23, that should be 23, so disregard, you'll get 1.75 feet of working head. So available head 9.13, working head 1.75. If we had no working head, then that would mean your system's not going to work at the design flow. And the only thing you could do in that case is you can't change the design flow if that's what, because that's what it has to be. But you can, what you could do in this case is not have both alfalfa valves running at the same time, just have one out running. If that's not an option, increase the size of the pipe. We're already using a 15-inch pipe in this case, so I mean, if you need to, you could go a little higher. I mean, it all comes down to the feasibility of going to a 2-foot or an 18-inch pipe. You have to figure that out on your own and ask questions. And but in this case, we know that at 5.6 CFS, that our available working head is greater than our losses. We still have 1.75 feet of working head. Therefore, you can put a happy face that this system will work at 5.6 CFS. 2 alfalfa valves open through 2 sets of gated pipe that are 100 feet long, or 200 feet long, sorry.